Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Hello. My name is Ashley Laverty. I'm so happy to be here. I'm the artistic director of Kerfuffle, which is a Midwestern theater and dance company. And I'm so grateful for the Lead Center for having me here today for Tiny Leaders. As we get started, if you are watching on the Lead Center's Facebook live stream, you can comment and drop your little one's name in the chat so I can say hello. I'd love to know who is here. I can see that. If you're watching on my watch party or on the Kerfuffle page, if you want to comment, you have to go to the Lead Center, to the original live stream, so that I can see all the comments. So drop in your little one's name as well as a body part that we should warm up today, like our elbows or our shoulders or our nose or our knees or anything. And good morning from Connor. Hi, Connor. So everybody, as we're getting started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Kerfuffle because Kerfuffle has two really exciting projects going on right now that you can enjoy from the comfort of your home. The first is a not so late show featuring the cast of a 2019 production that Kerfuffle did called Firefly. So that group came together and they created a 20-minute, not so late show. And you can check it out on our Facebook or on our YouTube. Our Facebook page is Kerfuffle TVY, like theater for the very young. And so you can check that out, and there's lots of episodes coming. They also have their own email, fireflyparkranger@gmail.com. So if you want to give them a shout out, or if you have any questions or something that you'd like to see featured in the second episode, you can do that. The second project is Kerfuffle is developing our newest show called The Conductors in direct partnership with children. So you can go to our website, kerfuffletvy.com, and you can download 3 issues of our play development kit with creative drama, games, and songs and different ideas for families to do at home. And then you can send them back to us and help us create our play. Ooh, awesome. I see Abby and Margaret are here. Hello again. Ooh, awesome. I see some body parts we're going to warm up, our hands and our shoulders and our knees and our toes. And Ren is here. Hi, Ren. Thank you. Yay, amazing. If you're just joining us, you can comment on the Lead Center's live stream and I'll see all the comments. If you are watching on Kerfuffle or on my personal watch party, you do have to comment on the Lead Center's so that I see the comments. And everybody, also, before we get started, again, I want to say a huge thank you to the Lead Center for hosting me. And any dollar counts if you'd like to contribute a few to the Lead Center's relief fund. You can check that out at leadcenter.org. Okay, we are going to get started today with our hello song. So everybody wiggle those fingers and you're going to sing along. We're gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle our fingers, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle our fingers, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle our fingers to say hello to our friends. All right, Abby and Margaret said hands. Here we go. We're gonna shake, shake, shake our hands, shake, shake, shake our hands, shake, shake, shake our hands to say hello to our friends. Ooh, Ren says shoulders, and so does Abby and Margaret. Okay, amazing. We have to do shoulders. Let's roll our shoulders back. Oh, that feels really good. Here we go. We're gonna roll, roll, roll our shoulders. Let's roll them to the front. Roll, roll, roll our shoulders to the back. Roll, roll, roll our shoulders to say hello to our friends. Okay, we got knees, we got toes, and we got legs. Oh my gosh, amazing. All right, I'm gonna shift my computer and I'm gonna sit down. So if you have space to sit down too, join me and sit down and put those legs straight out in front of you. And let's bounce our knees. We're gonna bounce, bounce, bounce our knees. Bounce, bounce, bounce our knees. Bounce, bounce, bounce our knees to say hello to our friends. Let's kick our legs. We're gonna kick, kick, kick our legs. Kick, kick, kick our legs. Kick, kick, kick our legs to say hello to our friends. And finally, let's tiptoe with our toes. I'm gonna stand up for this. We're gonna tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe with our toes. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe with our toes. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe with our toes to say hello to our friends. Yeah, give yourselves a sign language round of applause like this. Amazing job. We're going to continue our warm up. I'm going to go back to my yoga mat. If you have a space to sit down, that's great. If you have a yoga mat, that's great. If you don't, that's also great. Let's sit down in butterfly pose with our toes together and start flapping those butterfly wings. And I think many people who are watching have been here before. And so you know my super silly butterfly song. But if you haven't been here before, we are very excited to teach you. So the first time we sing it, we sing about our very stinky toes. And it goes like this. Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Ew! Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Ew! Put your nose to your toes and kiss your stinky toes. Mwah! Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Ew! Okay, now let's sing it again as if our toes smell like roses or like delicious, freshly baked brownies. And we'll say, good. Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Good. Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Good. Put your nose to your toes and kiss your stinky toes. Put your nose to your toes and smell your feet. Good. Friends, wow, we have been honored with the presence of my cat. I just got to move to a new apartment, so if you have been watching these tiny leaders, you'll notice I'm in a new space. And so my kitty cat is very excited about exploring the new space. So it looks like he has joined us. So perhaps he'll do some yoga with us today. Friends, I thought it would be really fun since Halloween is coming up if we made a Halloween pizza today to warm up our legs. So everybody come into a teeny tiny little ball of dough like this and make sure you have space behind you because we're going to roll backwards to roll out our dough. So we're going to bounce and bounce and bounce and roll and roll. And one more time, roll. Very nice. Put your legs straight out in front of you and let's start patting out our dough. Pat it out. Pat it out. Get all those air bubbles out. And let's open up our legs to a giant pizza today. Now, with our pizzas, I thought since it was Halloween, it might be fun to do equal parts candy and spooky Halloween things like insects and bugs. So make sure you pat out your dough. Get all those air bubbles out. Get them out over here and get them out over here. If this is a super special Halloween pizza, we are not going to put tomato sauce on our pizza. I thought maybe we'll put chocolate sauce. So reach behind you and get a giant bucket of chocolate sauce and smell it. Do you like the smell of chocolate sauce? I really like the smell of chocolate sauce. And turn it upside down and get it all over your pizza. Make sure it's all over. And throw your bucket over your shoulder. And now spread out the chocolate sauce. Spread it to one side. And spread it to the other side. And spread it in the middle. And maybe you really need to pat your hands and run your hands from side to side to make sure your whole pizza is covered in chocolate sauce. I thought maybe we could chop up some red licorice and throw it on our Halloween pizza. So get one giant piece of red licorice and put it down like this. Oh, very nice. And now let's get our imaginary licorice cutting device and chop, 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 chop. Put it behind you. Pick up the chopped licorice and sprinkle it all over your pizza. Sprinkle it to one side. Sprinkle it to the other side. Sprinkle it in the middle. And put your hands down. Make sure the licorice is covering your whole pizza. We got chocolate sauce. We got licorice. I think we should add some spooky things to our pizza. So everybody reach next to you and get 2 handfuls of slimy worms. And show me with your fingers that you have slimy worms. Let's gently put the worms down on our pizza. And let's pat some over here. And gently pat some over here. And gently place them over here. And make sure they're all the way over here. We want our whole pizza to be covered in worms, don't we? Very nice. All right, time for the spookiest ingredient of them all. Get 2 big handfuls of creepy, crawly spiders. And spiders like to crawl. Show me with your fingers that your spiders are crawling. And put them on your pizza. And they're going to crawl over to one side. And they're going to crawl over to the other side. And they're going to crawl in the middle of your pizza. And see if you can make sure you cover your whole pizza with spiders. Okay, we have time for one more ingredient. So you can put whatever ingredient you want. Maybe you're going to put another candy, or maybe there's another bug or an insect. I think that I'm going to do a final layer of cobwebs. So I'm going to reach next to me and get really long, sticky cobwebs. And I'm going to try to cover my whole pizza with the cobwebs. I'm going to cover my pizza all the way to this side with the cobweb. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to grab it and bring it all the way over to this side of my pizza. Nice. Friends, if you want to tell your grown-ups can drop in the chat what your final ingredient was for your Halloween spooky pizza. All right, everyone, we have got to bake this pizza. So close up your pizza like this. Ding! And now I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. We're going to bring our pizza deep into the pizza oven, and we're going to slowly roll down in 3, and 2, and 1. Lift up your pizza high into the sky and flex those feet to the bottom of your feet are facing the ceiling. And why don't we count backwards from 10? And if you really want a challenge this morning, you want to wake up, let's see if we can lower our legs a little bit every time we count. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Everybody sit up. Ding, 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 ding. Our pizza is ready. So take a big whiff. How does it smell? Mine smells kind of interesting. Let's take one more whiff together, stretching our arms towards our toes. Yeah, mine definitely smells kind of interesting, the combination of worms and chocolate, but I'm very excited to try it. Let's take 3 big chomps all together. Lift up your arms. Here we go. Chomp. Nom, 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 nom. Stretch up. Here we go. Chomp. Nom, 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 nom. Last big bite. Here we go. Chomp. Nom, 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 nom. Tell your grown-up to drop in the chat how your pizza tasted. Ooh, I'm coming over. Abby put ghost wind on her pizza. That is incredible, Abby. And ooh, ghost got put on for Margaret. That is so cool. That is really, really creative. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, now that we're warmed up, I have something to show you. So there's a few things that appeared on my doorstep just this morning, and they are some hints about what our class is going to be about today. So I'm going to show you one at a time what they are. And let me know if you think that you know what we're all doing here. What is today's class going to be all about? Okay, so the first thing is this. What is this? What is this? And who does this belong to? While you're thinking about it, I see that Rachel Fenningworth is here. Hi, Rachel. And Ryan likes Monster Pizza. Ooh, and Connor said it was spooky. Ooh, so it tasted spooky, Connor. So interesting. Ooh, Ryan and Rachel ask, is this hair? It does look like hair, doesn't it? Now, who does this hair belong to? It certainly does not belong to me, right? Does it belong to any of you at home? I don't think it belongs to my cat, who we saw made an appearance earlier. Does it belong to a chicken? Okay. That was the first thing. Here's the second thing. What? What are these? These don't look like hands, do they? And they don't look like kitty cat or puppy dog paws, do they? Huh. Ooh, I see Rachel and Ryan are saying maybe it's a dinosaur. Ooh, maybe it is. All right. Here is the third and final clue. What is this looking at? What is our class going to be about today? Let's review. First, we saw this. Hair of some kind, or maybe fur. Then we saw these. Not hands or paws that I've ever seen. And then finally, this giant eyeball. Friends, today's class is all about monsters. What do you know about monsters? Who are monsters? Where do they live? What do they like to do? What do they eat? Henry and Rosie think it's a monster. You're right, Henry and Rosie. Friends, I want to know everything we know about monsters. So while you're thinking, I'll review some of the things that I think we learned together. Maybe they're covered in fur. Now, they could also be covered in skin. You know, who really knows? I think there's all different kinds. But maybe they're covered in fur. Maybe it's orange. Maybe it's purple. Maybe it's polka dot, rainbow colored, gold. Who knows? Maybe they have lots of legs or tentacles like an octopus, or a tail, or several tails. Maybe they have one giant eye. Or maybe they have 2 eyes. Or maybe they have 3 eyes or 100 eyes. Or maybe their eyes are covering their whole body. What else do we know about monsters? Are all monsters not so nice? Or are there some nice monsters too? Today, we are going to become monsters. So everybody, I brought my magic bag. And you know what? You also have a magic bag at your space too. You just really need to use that imagination and you'll be able to find it. So everybody look up in your ceiling. You really have to look, okay? So look up. And it's like very, very high up. Like you really have to squint. Even if you think you don't have to, you do. You really have to squint and look up and you'll see it. It's very high up in your ceiling. It's every color of the rainbow. Mine has been passed down from generation to generation. Mine is very old. Is yours rainbow colored? Is yours an old magic bag, or is yours like a brand new duffel bag? Oh, very nice. While we're looking at our magic bag, I'm seeing some friends are sharing some ideas. Oh, monsters go around chasing people, says Abby and Margaret. And Connor says that monsters live in caves. This is all true. You're right. So everybody, look up and find that magic bag. Like I said, mine is every color of the rainbow. All right, let's really use our imagination today. And I want you to grab onto a rope with one hand and grab onto the rope with the other hand, because these magic bags have long ropes hanging from them, because we have to pull it down from the ceiling in order to get it out, to find out what's inside of it. So we all have to pull it down. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, pull. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pull. Mine's still up there. I think we all have to do it, okay? We all have to do it at the same time. So grab onto the rope with one hand, grab onto the rope with the other hand. We have to say pull really loud this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pull! My magic bag is down on the ground and yours is too. So I'm going to pick mine up a little bit just so I can bring it a bit closer. Okay, great. Inside of our magic bags are everything we need to become monsters today. Massage your brains, close your eyes, and imagine what kind of monster might be inside your magic bag. Is it orange and furry? Is it covered in eyes? Does it have very sharp teeth? Open your eyes. Today, you are going to unzip your magic bag. Here we go. Zip, and open it up. And peer inside. Now, friends, this is your magic bag. This is your monster. So look inside, and whatever color fur you'd like to be today, reach inside and get it out. And put your arm in, stretch that arm, wiggle your fingers. Get the other arm inside of it. Wiggle those fingers. Make sure that your whole leg has all the fur on it. Get the other leg. Maybe you have to pull up the fur up over your shoulders. All right. Does your fur go up over your head too? Mine kind of does. Up over my head, up over my face. All right. Very nice. Oh, I see lots of friends are covered in some kind of fur. Does your monster fur make you stand in a different way? For me, my monster does kind of stand a little differently than me. My monster is purple with yellow polka dots. What color monster are you? What color fur do you have? Now, some monsters have sharp claws. So reach in the magic bag and get your sharp claws, and let's put them on our fingers and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Show me those claws. Now, do you have toe claws too? If you have toe claws, then we gotta reach in the magic bag and get some claws for our toes. So reach in, and I'll try to balance. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other foot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Show me those claws, and maybe you have some sharp toe claws too. Show me how your monster might walk back up to the magic bag. Now, some monsters might have a really long tail, or maybe you have a really short tail, or maybe you have 3 tails, or maybe you have no tails. If you have a tail, reach in the magic bag and put it on. Mine is like a really long tail, kind of like a brontosaurus tail. Show me how big your tail is, or if you have more than one. Mine waves back and forth kind of slowly because it's very long. So it actually makes me walk a little slower because my tail is behind me. How does your tail make you walk? Some monsters have sharp teeth, depending on whether your monster eats tough things or not. If your monster has sharp teeth, reach in the magic bag and get those sharp teeth. Put them on your mouth. And now show me your monster face. Show me your monster claws. Wave that monster tail. Very nice. Friends, we have time for one more monster trait. Are you going to put on polka dots? Are you going to have a big horn? Are you going to have 12 ears or 14 belly buttons? One more thing to find out of the magic bag. I'm going to put on a giant horn. So reach in the magic bag. Get that final monster trait. Show me what it is. And if you'd like to tell your grown-up, they can put it in the chat. What is your final monster trait? Now, monsters, we're going to take a lap around the room. So I want you to show me how your monster moves. I'm going to come over to my cat and see if my monster might scare my cat out of the way. Oh, it looks like I did. Very nice. Monsters move like you're walking through mud. How do you move if you're walking through mud, monsters? Does your monster like mud? Mine does not. It always gets stuck in my tail back there, and it's very hard to clean. Monsters move like it's raining. How do you move if it's raining and you're a monster? Does your monster love the rain? Or is your monster afraid of the rain? Maybe your monster doesn't like being wet. Monsters move like the whole floor is covered in sticky bubble gum and your big monster feet keep getting stuck. Yeah. Oh. Last one. Monsters move like you are going to sneak up and scare somebody. Move like you are going to sneak up and scare somebody. Very nice. All right. School is in session. Monsters. Hello, I see you there. Very good. My name is Headmistress Margaret Monster. I am the founding monster of this here virtual academy for monsters. Now, it's very important that you know monsters, things about you and your monster heart. If you are going to enroll in Headmistress Margaret Monster School. All right, very good. I see Henry the Monster has a 100-foot horn. Very nice. Welcome, Henry. And Connor the Monster has googly eyes. Very nice. And it seems like maybe Abby and Margaret the monsters like to chase people. So, congratulations, you've all been accepted already to Monster Margaret's Headmistress Monster Margaret's Monster School. Yes, that is the name of the school. Now, there are some very important things that you need to be prepared to do if you are going to be a monster and go out into the world. Repeat after me. Number 1, roaring. Number 2, stomping. Number 3, sneaking. Those are the 3 main tenets to Headmistress Monster Margaret's Monster Academy. And that is what we are going to practice today. Number 1, roaring. It's very important that we practice roaring. Now, we don't always roar loud, contrary to what we all might think, right? We have to roar loud, yes. We also have to be adept at roaring quietly and also very high and very low. All right. Give your chest a little massage. And we have to do some big belly breaths in order that we don't hurt our monster voice when we are roaring. So we're going to take a big belly breath all together like this. And let's just let it out like this. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Very nice. On this next inhale, we will breathe in through our belly and let out the loudest think of. Ready? Inhale and roar. I could practically hear you through the screen. Second roar, we will breathe into our belly and we will do a very high roar. All right, you never know what skills you're going to need in the monster world, monsters. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Very good, very nice. Number 3, take a deep breath in. Let's do a very quiet roar. Inhale. Roar. Very good. And now the 4th. A low roar. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Roar. Excellent job, monsters. Very nice. I apologize for the light that's going on here in the Monster Academy. You know, we can't control certain things. All right. Number 1, roaring. Everyone say, check. Do it very dramatically. Here at Monster Margaret's Monster Academy, we like to be very dramatic. So everyone say, check. Very nice. Now, number 2 is stomping. If we are going to be adept at scaring, we have to practice our stomping. So we're going to do some big stomps today. Lift up those monster legs. Get those stomps ready. And we have to do some small monster stomps. We're going to sing a song today, and it goes like this. Sing along with me, and we'll do it 2 times. Here we go. Big and small, big and small, big and small, and then we stomp our paws. Yeah, we're going to stomp our paws. All right, let's do that again. Now that you've heard it, here we go. Big and small, big and small, big and small, and then we stomp our paws. Oh yeah, very nice, monsters. All right, we also have to practice stomping really fast and really slow. Everyone show me that you can stomp really fast. Go. And now really slow. Very nice. we're going to sing the same song again, but with the words fast and slow. Here we go. Fast and slow. Fast and slow. Fast and slow. And then we stomp our paws. Woo, very nice. Now, here at Headmistress Margaret Monster Academy, the way we congratulate ourselves is we give our big paws a big clap like this. Do that with me. Very good, monsters. Now, the third and final tenet to becoming a graduate of Headmistress Margaret Monster Academy is you have to be nimble. Nimble in order to sneak and scare all the people. So I'm going to make sure that this device of mine is in the right position. And we are going to do some human yoga today. Because monsters, I know, you don't think of it, but it's really important to be nimble in order to sneak. Okay? All right, so I'm going to come back here. All right, now I'm a 300-hour certified monster yoga instructor. So we're going to start today in monster mountain pose. Now, mountain pose is when our paws are gently and strongly underneath our monster hips, and our other paws are facing the front. Now, if you want to face the side on your yoga mat, that's great. If you want to face your device, that's great too. It's important before we start our monster yoga that we center ourselves. So perhaps close those monster eyes, or if you're MacGyver, you might have 1,000 monster eyes. Close them all up. Eleanor, you can close your 14 eyes. Abby and Margaret and Connor and Ryan, close all your monster eyes. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Open up all of those eyes. Bend your monster legs. Sweep those arms all the way up high to the sky and give yourself a high five like this. We're going to sweep our monster arms all the way down to our toes. And wiggle those toes. Drop your monster head. This might feel really good. See if you can bring your monster nose to your monster knees. Wiggle those monster toes. Maybe count those monster claws again that are on our paws. And now we're going to plant those front monster hands and step back into an A position or an upside down V position, otherwise known as downward facing monster. And while you're here, maybe it feels really good to shake out your monster tail like this. And shake out the other monster tail like this. Very nice. Monsters, we are going to come forward into our strong monster plank position like this, as if we are going to do 12,000 monster push-ups. But don't worry, we're not. We're going to lower ourselves down as if we're sneaking under a bed for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourselves down. Now, monsters, if we are going to be good at sneaking, we have to practice. So everybody, lower yourself all the way down. So your chin or your forehead is resting on your mat. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, we are going to curl up as if we are a long centipede-like monster sneaking up under a bed like this. So everybody stretch up like a monster. Let's do that quiet roar here. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Hide! All right, monsters, let's do it again. This time we'll do a high-pitched roar. And take a deep breath in. And stretch up as if you're a centipede-like monster. Look around. Do a high-pitched roar. Roar! And hide! All right. Do it one more time. Let's just let out our loudest roar that we possibly can this time, monsters. Why not? It's good to practice that too. Stretch all the way up. Look around. Big loud roar. Roar! And hide. Very important to know all the different positions that you can hide in, monsters. So stretch back all the way up. Turn to your knees. We're going to stretch back into our little baby monster pose, otherwise known as child's pose. Now in child's pose, you can have your feet together like this and stretch down in a little ball. Or I like Headmistress Monster Margaret. I like to bring my monster toes together and my knees are wide and I come down like this, like I am ready to pounce on anybody that's gonna come near me. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Now, it is very important to understand that there are other places for monsters to hide besides under the bed. Sometimes monsters hide in trees. So everybody come forward into a tabletop position like this. Very nice. And tuck your toes and walk your hands back to your knees and roll yourself onto your feet like this into a teeny tiny ball. And roll up nice and slow. Your monster head is the last thing to come up. If monsters hide in trees, we have to be especially good at balancing. So we are going to practice our monster tree pose today. So bring your monster hands onto your monster hips and bring your feet together. We are going to balance on one of our monster legs today. Or if you have 3 or 4 monster legs, you get to decide which 2 you're going to balance on today. I'm going to decide that this one is first going to be my tree trunk, and I will kickstand my other foot. Turn it out and bring your heel on to the lower part of your leg into a tree pose. And this is really hard to balance, isn't it? But maybe your monster goes high up in the tree and you bring your leg higher up onto your leg. And maybe your tree has lots of branches like this. And maybe there's lots of wind. And maybe if there's lots of wind, you blow back and forth, and that's okay. Either way, come into your tree pose. Try to balance. It's okay if we fall. It's monster school after all. So coming back onto that first side, if you fall down, no big deal here at Headmistress Margaret Monster's Monster Academy. Woo! Coming back into our tree pose one more time so we can practice our roars. Getting those branches ready. Close your fists on the count of 3. Let's roar and open up our palms. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Roar! And hop. Monsters. Let's practice on the other side. Bring your hands to your hips. Now this leg is going to be my tree trunk. I will kickstand my other monster leg. And I will come into a small tree like this. Maybe your tree has long branches or tall branches or little short branches. And maybe your monster climbs very high into the tree. Mine's going to stay nice and low today. Close those fists, monsters. Let's do a low roar on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Roar! Hop your feet together. Work. I'm going to come over here and just check and see how we're all doing. Oh, very nice. I haven't seen any comments, which is okay. That means our monsters are very focused and are training to be monsters. Okay, one more stretch. This one is extremely important at sneaking. Hands on hips, monsters. Hop those feet out like this. We're going to stretch forward all the way down to the ground. Bringing your hands to your monster ankles. Very nice. Now, this stretch bring one hand underneath your nose. This stretch is important if you're going to blend in with household objects like chairs or couches. So what we're going to do is take our other hand and we're going to open it up and stretch up and try to look at the ceiling and wiggle those monster claws for 3, 2, 1, and hide. And now bring the other hand underneath your nose and your left hand to your left foot and stretch up your left hand, opening up, wiggling those paws and those claws up towards the ceiling for 3, for 2, for 1, and hide. Nice. Now I'm going to turn around because this is a super silly stretch. So what we're going to do is stretch our claws through our legs and stretch for 3, 2, 1, and hide. And stretch around one leg and try to look and hide. And stretch around the other side and hide. Very nice, monsters. Put your hands on your hips and come back up to standing. Hop those feet together. Hop those feet towards the front of your mat and lower yourself down to a forward fold, coming into a teeny tiny little monster ball. Now, monsters, we're going to roll backwards 3 times, ending on our monster backs. So make sure that there is space behind you. Here we go. Roll and roll. And one more time. Roll. And then on your back. Oh, oh. Relax it all, monsters. Now, at Headmistress Monster Margaret's Monster Academy, it might seem like something that isn't important, but rest is really key to becoming a strong monster. So now we will end our monster school training today with a relaxation. So monsters, put your legs straight out in front of you and give your legs a nice little wiggle. And then relax. And maybe give yourself a nice little hug with your 2, 4, 8, 12 monster arms. And let it go. And give your monster head or 2 a nice little shake. And let it go. And close your monster eye or eyes or 12 eyes. Close them all. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And monsters, as you rest, I want to congratulate you all on graduating from Headmistress Monster Margaret's Monster Academy, the only monster school where you can get trained in 20 short minutes. Remember that you stomped fast and slow, big and small. You roared high and low and loud and quiet. And you are now nimble to hide under beds, to hide behind household objects, and to hide in trees. Take a deep breath in, monsters. And a deep breath out. And monsters, when you hear these chimes, you will no longer be a monster. When you hear the chimes, you will be back to being a human. And you will join me up at your device and say goodbye to Headmistress Monster Margaret. So take one more deep breath in, monsters. One more deep breath out. begin to roll yourself up and come up to a nice seated position. And join me, Ashley, back at your device to say our final goodbye. Gosh, it's so nice to see you again. I see Henry and Connor, Abby, Margaret, Ryan, Ren. Welcome back. I don't know where everyone went for so long. I don't know. I just was getting a snack in the kitchen. What was happening while I was gone? So everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. Like I said, my name is Ashley, and I'm the Artistic Director of Kerfuffle. Check out our website. It's www.kerfuffletvy.com. We have some really cool virtual projects that we've been working on all summer, including a play development kit where anyone can help us develop our newest play, and a not so late show on YouTube and Facebook featuring the cast of the 2019 production of Firefly. I want to say one more giant thank you to the Lead Center for having me today. I'm so honored to be here with tiny leaders and adults who are watching. If you have a moment or $1 to spare, check out the Lead Center Relief Fund, which supports these programs at www.leadcenter.org. And everybody, I'll be back in November with another Tiny Leaders series all about weather. So we're going to do some more songs, some more movement, some more yoga, all about weather. So fun. So I'll see you there. So we are going to end today with our 3 final breaths. The first breath, we will inhale and exhale fire, like a fire-breathing monster. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and exhale fire. Our second breath, we will inhale and exhale frost and fog, like Queen Elsa. Take a deep breath in and exhale frost and fog. And maybe you can even write your name or draw a little picture, or you fogged up your window, so rub it all off. And our third and final breath, we will inhale, and let's just exhale with a smile to thank ourselves for all of our hard work today. It was so nice seeing you all, and so nice meeting some of you. And grown-ups, if you'd like to comment any other last things about your young person's monster, I would love to read them. Everybody take a deep breath in and exhale with a smile. Yay! Awesome, everybody. Give yourselves a huge round of applause like this and a pat on your back. Thank you so much for all of your hard work today, and I will see you in November. Bye.